What's up everybody, Danny Crafts here, and today I'm going to show you a little POV of my full process of candle making. This is the Cocoa Apricot Cream Wax from Wick Co. I just finished using the virgin coconut soy wax and loved it, so I thought I'd try this brand as well. A great thing about this brand is that they tell you how hot to heat it to and how much fragrance oil you should be using right on the top of it, so avoids confusion and really helps me out. And they also provide it in these big slabs, which seems kind of daunting at first to have to cut it yourself, but it's actually super, super soft. It's almost like butter. You want to eat it, but you probably shouldn't. I'm just getting my scale and my pouring pitcher, and I actually use an ice cream scooper to scoop it in. So don't eat it. Would not recommend doing that, but it's so soft. And my pouring pitcher I got from Wax, which is a Canadian company, and I just wanted to help support local businesses. It's going to take about 8 scoops to get to 24 ounces, which is a pound and 8 ounces or so. It's super creamy. It even has a bit of a scent to it already. And I know I might look like I'm struggling a bit to scoop it here, but it is very soft. I love working with this wax, and I really love watching the Wick Co.'s YouTube videos. They actually did a collaboration with Stanley Handcrafted, so I really got suckered in. I'm probably going to make another order very soon and make some more of like a luxury candle using their Aura candle containers, which are super nice. So yeah, after I'm done, I just package it back up. I keep it in the same box and just store it in a nice cool area. Sorry about my dirty sink, but now I'm gonna start heating the wax using the double boiler method, which if you're not new to candle waxing, it's very popular. You just put your pouring pitcher into a pot with some hot water and you get to melting. It doesn't burn your wax. For my wick clips, I don't use anything fancy. I use chopsticks from ordering Chinese food. They're super great for keeping the wicks up. You don't need to buy anything fancy. There's my mom and my dog. Hey. But I also keep my wicks down with a hot glue gun. I know some people don't like using that, but it's worked for me. And these tins are from Uline. Uline's also a Canadian company, so love that. And the warning labels I got here are from Wick Co. They're about $2 for a set of 12, which might be on the pricier side compared to how you can get some online, but I was already making an order, so I thought I'd just pop some on there. So there's some other things you can do while your wax is heating up, and it just saves some time. My hot gun isn't hot yet. My hot glue gun isn't hot yet, sorry. So I'm gonna start measuring my New Direction Aromatics Bamboo Antique Oil. Oh, here's my mom. We're making some stuff for the market I'm entering in November. So I'm going to sell some of my mom's stuff there. But this Bamboo Antique Fragrance Oil is from New Direction Aromatics. It's a local Canadian company, and 9% fragrance oil of my wax is going to be about 2.3 ounces. So I'm just pouring it in here using a plastic cup just to get close to the right amount. You could probably use a better scale that shows like the points of the fluid ounces more, but I just get it to roughly 2.3. While my wax is heating, I'm just going to keep putting on my wicks here. I just put a dab of hot glue on the bottom and I try and center them the best I can. They're not perfect by any means necessary, but you know, it's close it's close enough, honestly. So stick it in there. I try not to burn my fingers, but it does get hot. The last one here, nice dab of glue, and center it in there. Burnt my finger there a little bit. Tried to play it off, but it hurt. Now that these are all dried and set, I put my wick clips on before, just because I don't like doing it after. I don't know why. There's not really a reason, but those are the chopsticks I used. I also did another wick clip method of taping one end of 2 popsicle sticks together like so. So they're kind of like these weird tweezer looking things because they clamp the wick and they also keep it really centered and firm. So little life hack there. If you have masking tape or any sort of tape and popsicle sticks, you've got wick clips. Don't need to buy any expensive ones online. You probably already have them in your house if you're crafty and have a bunch of craft supplies in your basement like me. those are all set and ready to go. My wax is still melting here. I just use a silicone spatula that I got from IKEA just to stir it around a bit because they are still in chunks. You don't need to break them up more than that. It will all melt pretty easily, and it's not going to burn because it's in your double boilers. Just don't put it on super high. I did get this candy thermometer from Amazon. I really am not loving Jeff Bezos right now because if you have that much money, you should be, supporting some world causes like homelessness and poverty, and he's doing really none of that people know of. So I'm gonna stop shopping on Amazon as much as I can, but this was just affordable, and I had it a few months ago. And we're trying to get our wax to 190 degrees. A little hack that I do to keep my containers warm, it's a little bit of a fire hazard, so just keep an eye on it, but I place them close to the stove so that they heat the containers a bit. You're not trying to get them super hot. I just like getting them a bit warmer than room temperature. My wax is almost melted here. Just a few little pieces left to go, but it's only been about 15 minutes. There's my dog, Jakey, just saying hi. Hello. So yeah, wax is almost fully melted here. And once it's done, I just give it a nice stir, and I actually wait a little bit to get the temperature down to about 170 degrees Fahrenheit before pouring in my fragrance oil, just so that it combines a bit better. Honestly, I don't know why. I just learned that from Stanley Handcrafted. He has some great YouTube videos, really popular Facebook page for candle makers. I can put those in the description box below if you'd like to check them out. But once it hits 170, I pour in my fragrance oil, stir it for about 2 or 3 minutes, which is about 30 or so slow stirs. Try and get the oil all mixed in, and then it's ready to pour. I almost measured it out exactly. I was able to get 4.5 candles here. There's just a little ridge on the inside that I like to fill the wax to. 4 of them got to that line. The 5th one is gonna go only halfway up, which is totally fine because I'm gonna use that candle for myself, and it's a great way to test the scent throw before actually, putting your candles up for sale. And if they don't smell super strong, I just give them to friends and family as a little gift. Like, hey, take my crappy candle, it doesn't work. But no, people are super appreciative, and it's a nice thing to do. And a great way to clean out your pouring pitcher after it's done is to just use a paper towel and wipe it down while it's still a bit warm. It's better than, getting wax down your sink and needing a plumber. But those are my candles. So we just wait a little bit for them to cool. I think this was about an hour. And then I'm able to remove my wick clips, and I just take a pair of wire cutters and I just trim it to 0.5 inches at the top. Be careful not to move it around too much because the wax from Wood & Wick Co. is a little soft. Well, actually, all wax is soft as it's cooling, but you just don't want to make a hole or anything. And I don't like letting my customers cut the wicks themselves because I don't trust people, and I feel like they won't, and it might be a big flame at the beginning. So I just do it myself, and they're able to fit inside the lid when it closes. So it's a perfect little package at the end. So yeah, these all turned out pretty well. The last candle, as you can see, is a little shallow, so I'll just test that myself. And some of the wicks aren't exactly in center, but if you measure every wick in a lot of, handmade candles, they're rarely going to all be perfectly centered. So I just tried and did it as best I could. And I think another one was a little bit under the fill line, but that's totally okay. I'm probably going to use that one as a sample or for a family member. Yeah, this is the one. See, it's a bit below the fill line, so I'll just probably give that one away for free as well. But yeah, I'm really happy. They smell a little bit, but it takes about 24 hours before the scent throw really starts coming off that candle. And I made my labels myself. Sorry for this creepy shot of it in a small white lighting box, but these are my labels. I named it Ricky Bamboo after that campfire song. Not sure if you're familiar with it, but I think it's super cute. A nice little light green here. I think it goes on brand with my other candles. That all my 8-ounce candles in tins are $10. But thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see you next time.